What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Kids at Work podcast.
Yep.
My name is Matt Corman. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following on Instagram, following along everywhere. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, what's popping? Make sure you click that subscribe button. Again, we're dropping the visuals every single time. And on Spotify, too, a lot of new people are listening in, so I'm excited about it. So shout out to you. You can follow along on Instagram at Matt Corman, Kids at Work podcast. But today, if you're watching on YouTube, it's very special. I mean, you can see I'm here with Devin Perry again. Devin, how we doing?
How you guys doing?
We got a new setup though. So you're probably wondering, like, Matt, the audio sounds so good now. Like, oh my God, that's because I just bought a baller new setup. Like this, before I was recording off of these, they were called blue snowball mics, and
with socks on them.
Yeah, with socks on them. and like, luckily for me, like, I have, a background in, engineering a little bit and stuff. And we got a text from Trav. Let's see what he's saying. But like, luckily I have an engineer,
Yeah, he's probably pissed that he's not co-hosting today.
Well, he's not co-hosting, but he's like trying to take a nap right now.
Come on, dude. I mean? It's Friday. I took the day off for the boys, went golfing, and he's just going to take a nap. Like, come on now.
No, he just told me to basically, keep it clean out here. You know what I mean?
Keep it clean.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean on the pod today. But so new setup. So I bought a new microphone. This is like the highest quality the highest quality microphone that Blue offers, and I mean, just a complete upgrade. I dropped a little over $1,000 and got a new interface, a new audio to make everything a lot better. We got some LEDs behind here, and I'm ordering a big table for the visual, so it's gonna get a lot better. I
mean, you saw my facial expression when I came in. I was like so surprised. I was like, wow, that's sick. Like, that's an actual setup.
It's a setup, bro.
You know?
It's sick, dude. It's also like it's, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's so much easier not having to hold anything. Yeah. Like, we used to hold the mic.
Well, I mean, it was a couple of weeks ago I came over and did a podcast with you, and you kept on telling me, you got to move it this way, you got to move it that way.
Now you don't got to do anything.
We're holding the mics, and I don't know. It looks a lot better on a video, especially the YouTube, because I mean, I'll listen during work, on the Spotify, because it's just easier for me. Yeah. But with the visuals, holding it, kind of, it looks a lot better with us just sitting here with it in front of us and not having to move it around.
Got to invest in the business too. The podcast is really fucking flying right now, so it's just growing really well, and a lot of people are really liking it. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna drop some more money into it. Put some more money this way, and but if you guys didn't know, dropped the song "She a Fan" by Matt Corman. That's me. Just dropped that, produced by Kyle Beats. That came out today. Today is Friday, so already over 2,000 streams, and before 10 a.m. So that was pretty good. And right now it's like 1 o'clock right now, but that's pretty much the update on the business end for what's coming out for me. Perry, anything on your end? Any updates with you? Me and Perry just went. We just went golfing. I usually never ever. I never golf.
We took it home. We beat.
Did we?
We beat Trav and Ev.
We did.
No, we definitely did. I mean, we killed it. It was either. It was nice because it was either I was on one hole or you were on one hole. We never there wasn't one hole where we both sucked. It was I sucked or you sucked, and I was good and you were good.
It's fucking amazing.
We complimented each other. You know what I'm saying?
You love that, and I'm you're actually, you know how to play golf, and I'm kind of trash at it. I mean, I never play golf at all, but it's good to I don't know. I think I like to say I held my own today a little bit.
I was kind of surprised because towards the back nine, me and you in the cart kind of just goofing around a little and not paying attention, and
because we were getting drunk.
And then Evan Travel kind of getting tired over there, so
they were dying out a little bit for sure. Did you so how was your week, Dev?
My week, it was pretty good. I mean, with work, it's just stressful. I feel I mean, I just got off the end of the month closing books and stuff for my hotel, and it's slowing down a little, but at the same time, it's really not dealing with I'm dealing with customer service at this point. Sometimes people call me, start yelling at me, and I feel I know it's during a pandemic, but I feel people are kind of on edge and more what's the word I'm susceptible
susceptible to being
they're
just uncertain. Man. I mean are they customers are getting angry with you easily?
People just want comped rooms and stuff, and it's we're not just gonna comp your room.
Yeah. Do you think it's because people are I don't know. It's such an uncertain time right now. You think it's getting on people's like personalities and stuff? Like I don't know. Like the world 2020 is fucking crazy, man. Like, and it's just easier to flip out on the hotel guy, the accountant, than just like figure out your own problems. I guess I don't know.
I think it's more that people are taking advantage and seeing opportunity where like, all right, it's during a pandemic. Like I can really say whatever I want and like complain and like get what I want.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like it was like that before, but I feel like it's worse now.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. I've just been out of the game for such a long time, dude. I was thinking today on the golf course. Actually, I was like, it was nice. Like we woke up at like 7 a.m. and like got on the course, and I remember saying I was like, damn,
early day.
Yeah, early day. And I usually wake up at 9 every day, but I was like, damn, and then I get to the music and start getting to work on my stuff. I kind of miss, like, I go through these phases, like, I kind of miss waking up and commuting to work, though. Like, to be honest with you, like, I wouldn't mind hopping into an office next week and just, like, crushing some calls. Is that fucking weird?
No, it's not weird because, I mean...
I kind of miss a little bit of that
routine. Like, when I was furloughed and, like, just kind of doing my own thing, literally just probably playing video games, talking with the boys every day. Just doing my own thing. Yeah. Once I got back into the office, it was kind of nice because I had a set schedule. I actually knew what day it was when I was furloughed. Sometimes I didn't even know what day it was.
Bro,
like,
I don't even know what. No,
okay.
I never know what. I haven't known what day. I stopped working so long. I don't even know. I never know what day it is. Nothing matters, dude. It's like every day is it doesn't matter if it's a weekend or if it's a weekday. Like I still work my ass off on weekends. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing, dude. I don't know, man.
No, it was just nice having a schedule and stuff. I mean,
I think in a routine. I think that I have a routine right now that works for me. I think that a routine is like very crucial. What would you say when you were playing, video games and during the pandemic and you were furloughed? Would you say it took a toll on your mental health at all, not having like a certain routine that you used to have at work?
Yeah.
Do you even get mental health problems? I feel like you're just chilling all the time.
So, I mean, you know me. I mean, I'm usually just like, I don't really care, laid back type of guy.
Very much so.
Also, but there is times where I don't know, I go through like these mental health like
you do?
days. Yeah, I mean, I don't really show it as much. I don't really like. There'll be times where like maybe I'll text you or like Travis or something like just about situations, but like I don't make it a big deal.
Yeah.
I kind of bottle things up, and I think you've seen that in college where like I bottle things up and like once something actually like breaks the straw on the camel's back or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's something.
Something like that.
That's a saying.
Saying is something.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, this time like you've seen it. Like I'll get mad, but I'll usually bottle up. I'll try to like make it like not known that it bothers me. I mean, you know, sometimes the boys like give me a lot of shit. They just go after me, especially like in our group chats. And it's like I take it, like I can take it, and I can give it.
Yeah.
Something like we talked about on the golf course when
like taking and giving, like some people come, taking and giving.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I think that it's I don't know. Oh shit, sorry. I think that like you're very good at I don't know, just taking it easy, like going with the flow. I kind of drive myself crazy a little bit when I'm like when with work and how if I'm not seeing the results that I want to see, like I kind of feel like I go crazy a little bit, and I don't know, like I don't really show it as much either because I take it pretty easy. Like I'm always laid back and chilling, but like still sometimes, man, like I don't know, it can get to me. I remember. Do you remember like back when I was talking about meditation? Did I ever talk about that to you?
Yeah, because we actually, I think you had me meditate one day.
Yeah, really, dude.
Yeah.
I think that I what's it called? I recently started getting back to listening to the spirituality and like meditation and stuff like that, like the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and reading into that book again, and like it's super beneficial, and it really helped me a lot. Like I'm starting to get back into it, and it's starting to like center me a little bit. But the only reason I bring it up is because of you're saying you're having more customers that are yelling at you and shit and like giving you lip. It's like finding something that can help yourself in the mental space like is crucial. Like I highly recommend doing it. I don't know. What do you do?
So sometimes like there was times where I will have anxiety and I'm like, it's just like, I don't know, tough to breathe sometimes. So I'm laying in bed or laying on the couch. I don't know what to do. I have what the hell is it called? It's like aroma.
Oh, you do aromatherapy?
Yeah, aromatherapy. I can't. That wasn't a word. That was not English at all. Aromatherapy. Yes.
Aromatherapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it actually calms me down.
Really?
It does help. You know?
I'm gonna try to set up here. Keep talking. I want to set up this like live things because people were out saying they wanted to do live questions, like Instagram live questions.
Oh, that'd be perfect. I would love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me put it on top of this. Maybe this will work.
Yeah, it could. It might fall off though.
I don't know. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll just like hold it right here.
Yeah. But I think I'm more laid back and calm though, and I think I learned that from you.
Really?
Yeah, especially in college, like you kind of telling me, hey, like don't worry about it, like it's like it's a little thing, and like it shouldn't set you off, you know? It shouldn't set you back. Yeah. Just look forward and kind of move forward from whatever that negative impact was on your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I remember back in college, like that was one of the things I always got like kind of complimented on by the boys. It was like, oh, like you don't care about anything, like you let everything go. And I think that like that came from a place where I don't know, I never really just gave that much of a fuck about like people's opinions too much. And in college especially, like college is a fantasy world, man. Like you could do anything in college and it doesn't matter. Like, and that sounds crazy, that sounds dumb to people, but like I don't know, man, it's a complete fantasy that you can go and just live with a bunch of your friends and just like you just have this debt to pay back eventually, but in the time being, like it seems like money's not really a problem. And like at least for like our case, like it was like I was broke, but it like didn't matter that I was broke because I had $100, and if I needed any more money, like I could like, you know, I don't know, like fucking do a concert or something like that. Like it was never like, I don't know, it's just this there was no responsibility back then, and so my mental health was like at an absolute like high. You know what I mean? Like I was flying through college, like mentally. Like there was no problems. I had nothing. The only thing I was worried about was drinking beers with my boys, and you know, literally that's it. And playing hockey. But now, like as you graduate college and everything, you go into the real world and you have more responsibility, and with that comes a lot more pressure. And I think so. That's why I was looking for outside things. Like I wasn't into meditation in college. I wasn't into spirituality.
Well, we also like you just explained, we didn't need to be because we were with all of our best friends. Yeah. We were just doing whatever we wanted every day. It didn't matter. It was like, all right, I don't want to go to class today. I'm not feeling it. Yeah. Let's go play some pond hockey with the boys. Yeah. Or let's go to a bar and have like lunch and dinner or something like that, you know? Yeah. Like we didn't really have a worry in the world back then.
No worries, dude.
No.
I mean, like, literally, if you think about like what your biggest worry in college was, it was like, when are we gonna get our 30 racks? Like, when are we gonna get our Bud Lights? You know what I mean? Like, that was about it. I don't know.
Exactly. The biggest worry in college was like, hey, where are we gonna go on this Friday night? Or where are we gonna go on this Saturday night? Are we gonna get into this party? Yeah. Are we gonna throw a party? Like, you know?
That's the only thing we really gave a fuck about. Now it's like, now I have to worry about so much, dude. Like, I even think about, owning a business too. Like, taxes. I have to think about, like, what I'm spending and what category that goes into. Like, if I pay to, like, I don't know, for mixing and mastering, that goes in. Just like little shit that I never even worried about in college. It's like,
especially now too, because I mean, like, I'm paying rent on my apartment, paying bills. You're paying rent and bills on your apartment. It's like we have bills, we have responsibilities. We just, I don't know, we just have things to like worry about now. Yeah, and it's like very stressful. And like, for sure, I don't think college really prepares you for like, hey, like, you know, when you live on your own, when you're not living with your parents, I mean, you're gonna be paying water, electric, gas, internet, the place you live in.
That's what, dude. It's not a crazy topic that I'm sure you've heard about it before. They're like, you know, I learned the Pythagorean theorem in high school, but I don't even know how to pay my taxes. You know, and then like it's like, I mean, the education system, in my opinion, just needs total reformation. Like, there are things that I learned in high school that like I didn't give a fuck about, and there's things that I wasn't sitting in class. Like, bro, like I sat in acting class in college, and
acting was the best class.
Yeah, it was a great class, right? But like, bro, we only took it so that we could have fun and get the letter, and get like a little thing that says, hey, we get a credit, right? Yeah. Think about the concept. Like, we took a class just to get credit for taking a class. We didn't take it so to graduate. To graduate. But that didn't teach me anything about business.
No, it didn't teach you anything about business, but like I felt like acting and improv kind of taught you how to like talk to people. Like if you go into a business, if you go into a meeting, kind of like presentations and stuff. Sure. Especially with improv, like you're going, like most presentations or meetings, like you're not, like you're going in there prepared, but like sometimes you have to come on the spot. Like
sometimes you have to come on the spot.
You have like I mean, you have to think on the spot, you know?
Yeah,
you have to think on the spot.
Yeah, I got
So I think acting and improv kind of helped us in that way, but like it was kind of, like you said, it was kind of bullshit. Like we just did it just to get the credit to graduate.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I didn't give a fuck. Let me scroll through this live here and see if we got any questions right here. A lot of people are talking about the fucking song. Did you release that? Was at the end of Kyle's video where you made a beat. Did you release the song that was at the end of Kyle's video when you made the beat? No, I haven't released it yet. Oh, people are asking questions in the question. All right. What did you get your degree in? I got my degree in business administration, and then I got a minor in I'll put a little question. I got my degree in business administration, and then I got a minor in marketing. I canceled out that minor in marketing.
That's actually kind of funny because I was majoring in business and also had a minor in marketing, but then I canceled out the marketing because
you literally made your entire. For those that don't know, Perry made his entire curriculum after my curriculum. Like it was like I went to school a year ahead of you.
Oh yeah,
and then. That like we met and like became buds, and then like that next year you were like, oh, what'd you take sophomore year? And you just took that, like same thing junior and senior year, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think there was one class. I think there was that one class that we didn't take the same. It was another free elective. I took a digital video production class.
Oh yeah. But even in that, you made your final project about me. We had the video. We did the video.
Oh yeah, I did a documentary about you.
Yeah, that shit was. He said it was good, right?
Yeah, I got an A. I got
besides like the iMovie effects and something like that.
He even like comments on it. He's like, you guys should keep going with this, but like, hey, then I moved to North Conway on Wyoming.
It's a see you later. Yeah, let's all right. Let's check some more questions here. Oh, geez, there's a pretty fucking good amount here. All right. Did you release the song that was at the end of Kyle's video where you made a beat? No, didn't release it yet. We're going to, I don't know. We're seeing how this song's doing, and then we're going to release that pretty soon. I don't know when we're going to release it, though. Still kind of figuring that out. And then I'll let you guys know when that drops, of course, though. How far, just asked by It's Oscar, how far do you think you'll take your music career? Devin, what do you think? How far am I going to take the music career?
That's a tough question to answer, but like also I think, especially with your newer songs, I think you've like progressed like immensely, like a lot. So I don't know, you're kind of just like you said in the previous podcast, you're building your own business. You're doing the music not just for yourself, but for the people who listen. Because a lot of your music talks to people, and I think you're just gonna keep going with it. Yeah. And right now, I think Taylor talked about it, or Trav. I don't know. Everyone calls him something different, but Trav talked about it on the previous podcast.
Yeah.
Like right now, you're not working for a corporate company, and you're working for yourself, and you're making a living off of it right now, which is paying the bills. And I think it's just gonna go up from here.
Yeah, man. I agree. I think the whole music career thing, like, I love making music, but I want to just be clear with everybody, like, and it's something I really never really said on air, I don't think, but the music, like, I've been making music for such a long time. I started rapping when I was really young, like 9 years old. I was on rapbattles.com. My rap battles are still up from 10 years old. It says 2005 and it's made by me. And so I've been rapping for a very long time. I say, like, taking it serious professionally, it's been like 2 years. I mean, when I quit K-Force, I said that's when I took it serious. And so, like, it's been like a little over a year and a half, 2 years. But, like, how I look at it is I'm very interested in being a musician, but I'm trying to build myself a brand and a business online, like, long term. Like, I'm expanding. Like, we're doing the podcast now and taking that very serious. I want to be able to make MIH Universal a record label, which is already kind of turning into, you know, I have other artists on here that we're working with, and like, I want Matt Corman to be an artist, but I also want Matt Corman to be able to talk freely on a podcast, and I want to be able to sell MIH clothes, and I want to create boys and girls clubs, and I want to be able to, like, help, you know, underprivileged kids and help them, and that's the whole point of Make It Happen. It stems farther down than just music. You know, it's like the whole reason I made Make It Happen is because I felt like I was never gonna make it happen in the music industry. And now that I have made it happen to this point, it's like, this is just inevitable. Like, it's a company, man. It's like, I want to build hockey rinks. You know, I want to fucking build like I want to create like studios where people can go and record their songs for free, and just create avenues for people to make whatever their dream happen. I mean, who the fucking hate on that, you know? So I mean, in terms of the music career, like, yo, bro, like I have it lined up. Like I'm releasing a song every single week until the end of the year. I haven't announced that yet, but I'm not next week, but in 2 weeks I'm dropping I Don't Want to Change You, and from then on till the end of 2020, it's a song every single Friday, and I'm going very, very hard at it. So I don't plan on stopping any time, but I also want to expand this into like a huge business where the term "make it happen" is just helping people make things happen in any way. Yeah. In any way, you know what I mean? I
mean, like you said, you want to expand your business, and like later on in life, even when maybe you're not making music anymore, you want that business. You want like to expand that. You want the podcast. Yeah. Just like anything that
I want to act. Yeah. I want to be in movies. I want also like something I did early on that other artists aren't doing. Like a lot of other artists, like, in terms of branding wise, like I've talked about it before, like they take the professional pictures and they you know, they have the high quality music videos and they have the high quality everything. They don't interact with their fans. Like early on, boom, create the podcast, right? Bang. Now you can hear like Matt Corman talking freely, and you can get to know what my ideas are, like what I think about politics and how much I don't give a fuck, and like how much, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So like I've already broke the mold of like, I'm a human being. So it's not like weird if I'm fucking up once I'm popping.
You also like being independent too, and I think that shows a lot for an individual as well.
Yeah, bro. If I was signed, no shot I could be doing this podcast like this in some instances.
Someone would own you
for sure, and they would own. Like, bro, a lot of times these major labels and things, they want to own your image and your brand and everything, and like they'd be like, "Oh, Matt, you can't say those things." Yeah. Oh, like, Matt, you can't post that type of picture. Like that's a little like, oh, you're posting a picture of you and your boys at your boy's wedding. Like, you should be sticking to the brand and the music. And it's like, I'm, you know, at the end of the day, I want to own who I am. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And like, I think you've told me that in the past, and like I've known that for a while, that you just rather be independent, like kind of build off your own like vibes or your own company. Like you want to build yourself. You want to bring people into you, like you want your family. Like
I'm already looking. I already know artists that I mean I know. Like I mean, bro, I just dropped that song with Berger, TMS, like
fire song.
Berger had that song "Tell Me Something" out before. Like he's clearly with MIH Universal, like on that, like supported by me. You know what I mean?
And he's good too. He's good.
He's fire, and he's just like one of the artists that like I'm looking at to like help push more, because he's like, and I love him, you know, because that's like, you know, that's how it is. But like, yeah, I hope that answers that. Cool. Here we go. Asked by MXTXPE. You doing collabs at all? Not so like I'm dropping a song every single week, right? From after next week, I'm dropping a song every week. So like not really as much. Like I've been turning down a lot of different feature requests just because now's not the time. Like not even for money. I don't know. It's just not like the time for it, I guess, you know. I mean, like, for the right person, I 100% would do it. I do have a couple songs coming out with some other artists, though, like on my records that are pretty fire. This is asked by Jamie Franciscus. What other jobs have you had other than rap?
Well, you've talked about it many times in like your podcast and everything. You've had corporate jobs. You started off with Enterprise after college, and then you worked for Enterprise for a little while. Like you knew you weren't going to be a lifer there, like some of our friends, but you went to K-Force and
nothing wrong with that, you know.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Enterprise is a great company. It's a worldwide company, and you can like. You don't have to just work in Boston. You if you want to move to Florida, you want to move to California.
It's a good spot.
Talking about California though.
Yeah, listen, man.
Hey, they might have we've been talking about this for like the past year about moving. Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like I text you like every weekend. Hey, you ready? Hey, you ready to move?
Dude, I was very close to like this year. Like because I was just out there and I was like, I was looking at places like 100%, like just checking out different neighborhoods and seeing how it kind of looks like out there. And like, I don't know, it's a good vibe, but like honestly, like. Just the setup over here we got in Boston is just it's just conducive to what I'm trying to do for work right now. And if it just gets too cold or whatever, like just fucking move. It's like, you know, it's day by day.
Going on vacation for a couple months.
Going on vacation, dude. It's like, and it's just like this. The setup over here is just conducive. Like it's not like super expensive. It's like I don't know.
No, I think it's really nice.
Yeah, and it's super nice. I mean, like I don't know. I don't really want to move across the country right now, and also like coronavirus, like just fucking up shit, and it's like making it hard to like move out places that you don't.
No, exactly. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but to answer your questions, other jobs I've worked. So I mean, I'll give you the big list of everything. Like I worked at my first job ever. I worked at Stop and Shop, bagging groceries. Oh. And then I was like 13, 12-ish. I worked for a landscaping company for 2 summers. I was a busser at a restaurant. I bussed tables, and then I also was a dishwasher at that restaurant on Cape Cod. Shout out Mattakese Wharf in Barnstable Harbor. Dope place. That place raised me and taught me a good work ethic. I was a busser there. I was a dishwasher there, and then I also valeted cars there. I worked as a caddy. That was probably like one of my first jobs for 2 days. I fucking hated it. And then I waited tables when I moved to Boston on Newberry Street. I waited tables at Stephanie's on Newberry. And then after that, like in college, I got a job for like a hot minute. In college, I was running the clock for the club team. Remember that shit?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, with Brooksy.
Yeah.
And then after that, I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car after college. I worked at a staffing agency. And then I worked for a software company selling restaurant point of sale.
Oh my God, I forgot about that one. So you've had a lot of experience.
Yeah, man. That's the thing too. Like people, my resume's fucking stacked.
Yeah,
like,
you have a lot of experience.
Bro, if I were to ever like go back and like get a role, which I'm not like completely against. I also need to clear up something I said in the last podcast because I got a lot of kickback for it. But like, if I were to ever go back for another role, like it would be like I would like to like I feel like it's like I'm at the point where I would lead a team. In like I don't know what kind of a team, like whatever it is, like maybe like a marketing team or like a sales team or something like that. Like I couldn't go back and do an entry level position right now. I don't think I could.
No,
I would have to like be like a team lead or some shit. But that's weird flex. But I need to mention because now we're talking about corporate America. I had a little kickback on my last podcast. I basically said like you're not gonna find happiness in. If you're just working like as an SDR, then moving to account executive, and then like just doing sales your whole life or whatever. Yeah. And like I saw you commented on it. You liked it, right?
Did I?
Yeah. You like on the pod, like you like commented on like yeah, like hell yeah. I got a lot of hate. Like kind of like a lot of people were pissed off because like, I mean, a lot of people do that, and so on it like I was speaking. Like I wasn't trying to shit on people. What I was trying to say in that title was like,
if you're not happy,
you're not gonna find happiness by sitting in the same position that you're currently in. You have to go out and experience different things. Like, for instance, like if you're like what I was trying to say is if you're working in a sales role and you're like, oh, this sucks, but like 8 months from now I'll be good, or like a year from now I'll be good. Let me make sure this thing's still recording.
Yeah, no.
I gotta make sure so. But like what I was trying to say is like if you're miserable at a place, don't sit there. Explore your options. And then that's how you'll find like you're not gonna find happiness by waiting around all the time. If you want, but if you somebody went back to me, this kid hit me back up, and he had a good take on it. I posted on the Kids at Work Instagram. Yeah. And he was like, "Well, like, what if you're happy with what you're doing? What if you're happy as an account executive and you're making a lot of money, and then you know you're happy?
That's perfectly fine.
Fucking fine. That's not what I meant. But I just want to clear the air on that because I don't.
I know exactly what you meant. Like when I was listening to it, it was more towards like, yes, if you're happy in your position, and you're happy with what you're doing, like keep doing you.
Absolutely.
But if it was more for the people that aren't happy, that want to move up in life, want to move up in their company. You know, just
don't be complacent. And what I meant by the marriage thing, which is like kind of it was a weird take. I was like, it's kind of like the same thing as like you need to experience things because it's like dating a girl from your 8th grade all the way through senior high school and then marrying her, but you don't know what it's like to date any other girls. And then somebody came to me like, well, what if you found the perfect girl? Here's my take on it.
I have a take on that too.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it. Let me hear it.
So, I mean, if you're dating a girl from 8th grade throughout high school and stuff, like you said, you haven't experienced, like, if you're a guy, you haven't experienced other girls. If you're a girl, you haven't experienced other guys.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you actually know that's the one? Like, what happens? Like, if like, you break up, go explore other options. Yeah. And you know what? If you guys are actually meant to be or love each other, you guys will end up back together and married. But like
I feel that.
You kind of have to like, all right. Well, I'm not trying to say like break up with the person that you've been with for years. I mean, if you're happy, if you're happy and you want to do that,
yeah.
But like sometimes, like I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes they're seems to be problems in the marriage later on in life because you guys
Bro,
never.
The divorce rate
is
52% now.
Yeah, you never.
It's going up.
You never experience other options. I mean, you know me. I've never been tied down to one girl, and
You, buddy?
I've never been tied down to one girl, and like I don't know. I'm not saying like. I'm not trying to say I'm a man whore. I'm not. I'm not. That's not what I am.
You're not. No, you're not.
But like, I also enjoyed my time through college with my friends and like being single and like, I mean, I did have a couple relationships, but like, I never stuck to one girl for like 4 years. Like, I've never had like a long term.
The reason why you didn't because you didn't find the right girl.
Yeah.
And like, I can say that now. It's like, bro, like. You didn't have the right girl, but some people, it's the same thing with a job. What I meant, it's like a complacency thing. It's like if you're in this role, and what I meant is like if you are in this role and you're in it just because it's safe and secure, and you think eventually you'll be happy, then you're not like it's not the right role. And same thing with a relationship. If you're dating a guy or you're dating a girl and it feels safe and secure, and the only reason you're in it for so long is because it's secure and safe, and it's what you know, it's what you're familiar with. But, like, you're not, like, wowed and, like, you know what I mean? You kind of lost the spark or wowed. Like, you need to experience other things.
So, now that I think about it, now you're, like, explaining things, like, about, like, long-term relationships. I think some people, with securities, I think for security reasons, like, they don't think they're going to find someone else, so they stick with that person as well. I mean, I'm not saying they might be happy with the person, but they also, like, I think in their head, if they broke up, like, it'd probably be the end of the world and like they wouldn't find anyone else. But like, there's always another person.
I mean, what's the stat? I said there's 4 billion guys and girls out there. Like, like, or, you know, or theys or these, like whatever you identify with, I'm cool with it. But like, whatever, like there's a partner out there for you. It is fucking terrifying though. It is fucking terrifying being with somebody for a very long time and having like a best friend that you share everything with and you're intimate with them.
Yeah.
And then, like I talked about 2 episodes ago, I think we were talking about, like, it's crazy how when you break up with someone, like, you have to act like they're fucking dead because you can't talk to them.
We did talk about that.
Yeah, and that's a terrifying thing, but, like, I mean, I don't know, kind of goes back to my point. Like, I say in one of my new songs, I'm saying that, like, y'all, like, I say, like, y'all playing the bitch. I'm just living to live. Y'all just live to exist. And it's one of the songs that haven't came out yet, but it's like, y'all playing the bitch. Y'all live to... I'm living to live, y'all just live to exist. And because that's the same thing I mean, is you're not trying to experience, like I think the point of life is to experience things, and I think that some people are just existing out there by like, I mean, 1,000,000%, you know? And it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll take more.
Because like I've never, because like you know me, I've never had that long-term relationship. I mean, I've had probably like a relationship probably like maybe a year. And it's still like I hang out with that person every day, and like she became my best friend. And like once we broke up, I can't talk to her.
You can't
she's
talk
gonna
to
be
her,
dead.
bro.
Yeah, she's gonna be dead.
Same thing. I mean, like I mean, you know my end of my situation. Like I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you anything about that person nowadays, which is fucked up. It's crazy to think. Like it's crazy to think. Like one day, like you may not know this person like you used to. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
But it's also a good thing because, especially like a long term relationship like that. With you. If you guys don't just stop communicating, you guys are gonna want to talk to each other more, and like it's just gonna prolong.
You don't give yourself the opportunity. Because also here's the idea. Like what you said, I love what you said on this take. This take was really good. It's like. There's something I remember in college. Do you remember Professor Rife?
Oh yeah,
bro. Yeah, he said this, and mad people have said this before, but it's like if you love something, throw it away
or set it free.
Set it free, and if it's real love, it'll come back to you.
I love that. I love
so
that
like
quote.
Think about this way, right? You could be with somebody for like a long term, and I'm not saying this isn't a personal take. This isn't how I play in my life. No, I literally try to experience life to the fullest. But if you are in a relationship right now or some shit, and like you have what I'm talking about, or same thing with a role, with a job. Like for instance, like I knew my roles weren't the perfect roles for me, but let's say you're completely infatuated with a person, but you're not, you know, it's not working out too well, and like I don't know, you've lost the spark, and it's been like 5 years, and yada yada, X, Y, and Z. You know how it goes. Yeah. Set it free, man. Let it go. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, you like are heartbroken, yada yada. Here's what's gonna happen. There's two things that are gonna happen. You are either going to learn it was right or wrong. And what I mean by that is like, if you go some time and you can't live without this person and that other person completely agrees, doesn't matter if it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're gonna come back to each other.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't meant to be, see you later. And you're better off because you didn't waste any more time. I don't want to waste your time telling some lies to you. That's what that shit's about. It's like, I don't want to waste my time telling some lies to you because I don't want to waste your time. I didn't say my time in the song. Like, I don't want to waste my time telling you I love you. Like, I don't want to waste your time because you could be out there with someone else that's your perfect person. I could be fucking your whole life up, lying to you, lying to myself, acting like this is what it's supposed to be. You know, I'm going off on this shit, man.
It makes sense, and it's like the same thing for like a job.
It's the same thing, man.
You're at a job. You could be at a job you love and like you're happy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to move up and like you're just not getting there, and you want to you just want to leave. You're like, all right, I want to go to a different company. You don't go into a different company. Sometimes people come back and like they end up like going back to that same role, but like then they start climbing the ladder because like the whoever like corporate or whatever, like seeing like that person, that individual coming back to the company and showing their just that they want to put the effort in.
Yeah, and they want to be in that company was the fit. You see it all the time. Yeah. I'll take another comment question. Guys, if you want to submit a question too, I see a lot of people are submitting them through the little question thing. Click the little question things and ask them there because I'm not really looking at the comments right now because it's like a little, it's hard to right now. But one person said, what was your dream before this 2020, before 2020 did this shit? What was my dream before? My dream's still the same thing. I think I kind of explained it earlier. It's like, my dream's still the same shit. I'm still trying to make it, create this company, and I'm living my dream right now, honestly. It's I'm a full-time entrepreneur and able to support myself and do what I want and try to and grow something that could be positive for the world.
Yeah.
I mean, simple terms. What's your favorite song that you've made? I don't know, man. Perry, what's the favorite song that I've made? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you've definitely made some bangers. I think one of my favorites though has to be Issues and Problems because like that whole song, it just speaks to a lot of people and like it's not a depressing song. It's also a song to like keep you going. You're like, all right, I've been through something like that, but like I'm gonna keep going.
Facts.
I've had some issues and problems, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. Yo, I wrote that song. We were kicking it a lot when I had the idea for that song because that song came from like. Do you remember when like I was like a single guy and I was just like getting hammered a lot and like we were going out in the city and you know the vibes.
How could I forget?
How could I forget? But like I remember like that song was crazy because like I say in that I got some I let somebody come break my heart and I know that this line is directly correlated to like a night me and you had, and it's like coming home from Brico and like just so fucked up and like I like specifically remember like I spent last night in a coma. I dreamed myself till I'm dead. I fell asleep in the Uber on my way home to my bed. Do you remember when I remember there was a picture taken of me? I think you took the picture of me.
Yeah, probably.
And like I was in the backseat of the Uber, like we were just so fucked up.
Wait, so this is two separate occasions because I did that same thing one night at Brico too, and like I ordered myself an Uber. Yes. I fell asleep in the Uber.
Yeah. Oh my God, you did, bro. Yeah. And then you I'm throwing up in the bathroom. My head is shaking. Yeah, bro, because you actually went and threw up all over your couch.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But bro, you know what's crazy? I love that song so much too because it's like. I feel the porcelain freezing. It feels so good on my feet. I feel alive. That part is so fire because you ever been just so fucked up? I'm trying to paint this image like you're so fucked up. You're so drunk. You're throwing up on the toilet. You're feeling the porcelain on like your body parts and you're like, but then like it hits you. You're like, I'm alive. Like I'm not dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that's why I'm like that's why I scream in that part because it's like you're coming out of it. You're feeling like you're alive.
And I feel like a lot of people have kind of been in that situation.
For sure.
Maybe not everyone, but like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that have been in that situation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, and they can definitely relate to it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I guess my favorite song is like Issues and Problems. Definitely Life's Too Fast, Life's Dreams. I like my more emotional stuff better. Song that I'm coming out with, bro. The song that I'm coming out with next, not this week, next week. It's called I Don't Want to Change You. That shit might be my favorite song. I think I've showed it to you. It's like I just came up from the basement. Yeah, I'm feeling high in the spaceship. Oh my god.
Yeah, you probably
like,
have.
I'll play it for you out there. It's like it's an emotional one too. It's like
I mean, you know, I like your emotional ones.
Facts.
I mean, I guess I'm an emotional guy sometimes.
Everybody feels emotion. So like people are like, no, I only listen to fucking it's like, play Quams, drop Need Your Lane, like dropping more Need Your Early type songs. I'm like, like what am I just like all the time fucking bitches getting money and partying?
That's not just like that's like a bad like example to like set out for people like that. You just do that. You don't do that.
And I'm not like, trying to. I don't even do that. Like
exactly.
I mean, I don't know.
They're bangers. I mean, they are.
There are times in life where like I say like what I rap about is pretty much fucking true, but like I like I'm like that's how I am as an artist. Like I didn't just make Word of the Wise and go, oh, that shit worked. I'm gonna make a bunch of songs that sound like Word of the Wise. I'm an artist. Like I want to like give you real shit, and it's like if it's like Ended Up With You, and it's emotional tracks, or if it's like party tracks, like these songs really feel like my life, and so like it's hard to decide a favorite one because that's like me asking you what's your favorite month of the year. It's like I don't know. There's so many days that happen in those months.
Exactly. I don't know. I like that about your music because you switch it up with the emotional, and then like you go back to the party songs, which actually
appreciate that.
Pay Their Rent. Pay Their Rent is what that's actually really good.
Like taking her home. Why sell Louis I'm a cologne.
I mean, it's nice like when like going through your Spotify playlist. This is Matt Corman.
Because
that one's awesome.
I didn't know that you brought me to this. I thought that also that playlist has fucking 1,356 likes, so I know people are playing that playlist. Yeah, but
because you can go from the newest song, just straight down.
Yeah, straight down. And also, it's not fully in order. Like I mixed it up so there's like some ones are where they're supposed to be, but like
but it's just nice because then like you go through that playlist, like you can go through like a nice party song, then you can also go through a nice slower song.
For sure. Yeah, I mean that's how I feel too. You know, I listen to a lot of like emo shit too. Have any of the songs? People mad at questions about an album on here, and like I never said nothing about an album. This person said weed or alcohol. It's an easy one for me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't smoke.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, so I don't smoke weed.
So
alcohol. Like I don't. I back in the day, like this is a crazy take. I don't think that people know this, but I started smoking weed when I was 11 and a half. So right before I was 12 years old, right before I turned 12 years old is when I first started smoking.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in middle school when I first smoked, and cause my town, bro, where I'm from, and like I feel like people are on that shit early. Like we were on it early, bro, and I'm also the youngest of like. I mean,
there's not much to do down there.
No, yeah, and so I don't know. I through high school like I smoked and shit, but then I don't know. I started to not like the feeling of being high. I guess I just didn't like it as much.
Which makes sense. It's not for everyone. I mean, like I said, I don't smoke. I'd prefer to go out with my friends and have a couple of how you doings.
I've been really on I don't even like drink that much either. There's not really much substances that go on in my body other than like I'm fucking, I sound like a huge fucking lame person right now, but like caffeine wise, like I don't even drink that much coffee either. I'm just like a little buzz in coffee gets you going, but no, definitely not weed. Weed just kind of slows me down, makes me feel tired. I told somebody last night, one of my buddies, he like loves pot, and I was like, yeah, like I don't smoke, and he was like, oh, like why? And I'm like, I genuinely don't like the feeling of being high. And he was like, what the fuck? You know, doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I know it's crazy. I used to like it, but now I don't. I think because I'm such a productive person now, like I can't, because when I get high, I'm chilling hard, and you're
just gonna wow, that was not English. You're just gonna want to sleep.
Yeah, so, exactly. And I got too much going on to be fucking sleeping all the time.
Yeah, you're grinding over here. Yeah. You're pretty much working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, just on your own.
I am. I try to make it like a 9 to 5. These guys. Have any of the songs you dropped going to be featured on the album? So
what album?
I gotta tell you guys, like I posted something and I was like, album ready, and then like dropping a song next week. And what I meant by that is like, I got so many songs I could drop an album. I guess now is a good question to ask to everybody. Like, I have songs lined up for like every single week until the end of 2020. Before that, I was gonna drop them as an album. I was thinking I was gonna make an album, but then I was like, "Fuck it, bro." So like, I turned the album into singles, and that's what happened.
I think that's way better though.
Like, no one wants to play through a whole album anymore.
No,
what do you think?
I don't know. Not a lot, because I don't see a lot of albums coming out like lately, and I don't know, like recently. And I think it's way better just to drop a single because you're dropping these singles like frequently. Yeah, and I just think, like, if you dropped an album, people would just be able to listen to a bunch of songs that you just dropped, and then what there? What from there, you know?
I don't know, man. Like I think that's like back in the day, like 2010, 2015 shit. 2012. Like, it's cool to drop an album, but like
albums are more for like
bigger artists.
Oh my god, I can't even speak. More of what I was gonna say is you like. Example, like a bigger artist like Drake, Meek Mill or something, Drake.
Yeah, some big swingers.
You know, they don't drop a song, maybe like one or two like throughout the year, but like they won't drop a song throughout the whole year and then drop a whole album.
Yeah.
I feel like an album is more, you don't drop a song for a while and then you just drop a bunch of songs.
Yeah. I'm also in a position where like I'm still trying to get on heavy, so it's like I need to give. Russ puts it perfectly. He was dropping 11 he dropped 11 projects before he dropped like a single every week, and like he was like, he noticed like people would listen to the first couple songs and then the streams would die out as they went down because not everybody made it all the way through the album. And it's like, I need to give every song a shot to get listens to the maximum ability. Like every time I drop a song, you need to be able to listen to it and not get like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of if you're dropping an album, not everyone's listening to everything going on. Whoa, live Q&A's missed most of this one. I sent an email. There's so many. Goddamn, there's like a lot of little question things. I
mean, it's coming to that marking point.
It's coming to it, but I want to keep going. I want to wait. I want to get like two more. Ooh, this is a pretty. I mean, this kind of goes the same thing. Apollo, he goes, shout out Apollo. He's out in Lansing, Michigan, I think it is. He rides a Packy and shit. I was gonna tour with Apollo and Packy, so shout out to you guys. But COVID happened. He said, "Do you vape?" And interestingly enough, I don't vape. But back in the day when the Juuls are around and I had a couple beers in me, I'd rip a Juul every now and then.
Yeah, until what was it? Was it last summer when they came out with the whole the popcorn line?
Yeah.
Like people, like kids were literally dying. Over vapes. I think it was me. I think we talked about it on a previous podcast, but it was like more. It's more like they were putting like something in the juice. Like they bought off black markets or something like that.
Yeah, those shit was good though. I hit one of those actually, like a black market one. It was blueberry flavored. Shit was fire. But no, I don't put like any substances, anything besides alcohol. That's it. I don't even smoke.
You like you said, you don't even really drink that much. It's just like tonight we'll go out for dinner with with a couple buddies.
Even now,
and
I'm not gonna get too
have
banged
a couple
up
drinks
because I gotta be up early tomorrow and start driving. But I mean, hey, everybody that's tuned in on the Instagram live right now, you guys can go follow this podcast is available on Spotify and on YouTube. We're filming the whole thing. Just thought it'd be fun to do a live Q&A thing today, but I like to keep them at about like 50 minutes here, so we're like closing up 50 minutes to an hour. I actually got a compliment on keeping them at that length. So
yeah, I mean it's a good length, and like we still want to go enjoy the day and go to the beach.
Toes in the water.
Yeah.
Ass in the sand. So thanks for tuning in on Instagram Live. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys check out this podcast. It's on my Spotify page, just Matt Corman. You can look up the Matt Corman podcast, and that's how you can find it. But I love you guys. Cool. And so I just hung up on everybody on there. But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel? You got anything left? Any closing thoughts?
No, I think all my thoughts were put into this podcast.
Yeah. This was an interesting one, just a little live Q&A. But if you guys have any suggestions, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Kids at Work podcast. My name is Matt Corman.
My name's Devin Perry.
Have a great day at work. Peace.